guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. This is an absolute banger of a video. We've got crazy top tier news and top tier drama to cover in this one. I'm wearing the daddy shirt because yes, we are daddy of all news today, considering we got the information correct as well. And I know a lot of people in the Comp Apex Reddit that hate me are going to be crying themselves to sleep tonight because yes, baby, J-Miles was not impression baiting after all. It looks like we are getting some crazy roster updates. More to come, by the way. So if you guys want to stay up today, all things ALGS related, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. And let's go ahead and dive right into this. First thing I want to make mention of quickly, Gnaske has officially announced his departure from KCP and looking for a new org. In this detailed story coming from ApexGlobalSeries.com, we did get the information that basically he was a free agent now and open to all offers. We also did get the information coming from the Pioneers and Singularity that they're going to be moving away from the Apex Legends esport entirely. Unfortunate information, of course, and of course nobody wants to see an organization leave, and I got a lot of comments on this as to, like, you know, what happened to the whole big news and great indication that things are going to get better and Apex to the moon. Well, we have an update on that as well that I can finally share, thankfully, because someone else started sharing some stuff, and so I'll just kind of chime in a little bit. But Singularity basically left, and also KCP leaving and blaming EA for the lack of financial support. Singularity basically saying with over $150,000 of USD prize money that we won in countless tournaments in today's climate, it's still unsustainable to continue to operate due to the lack of support given to organizations that are trying to compete at the highest of levels. Also, Pioneers basically saying we've made the incredibly difficult decision to leave Apex Legends. And of course, you don't want to see this, but Gnaske even came out in a Twitch clip saying that he wasn't even informed of this until like the day before his contract expired. So he wished he would have had more time to give, like, I guess an indication as to what org he might want to go to afterwards, but sadly that was not the case. And thank you to ApexGlobalSeries.com for having all that information. Also, we got a big roster update here. This is more to come. DarkZero has officially parted ways with Xynew. Now, dropped was probably not the best word. Release probably was a better word, but technically you still got to get dropped from a roster in order to go to another one. But basically, DarkZero has parted ways with Xynew after a mutual agreement was agreed upon to part ways from the Apex Legends roster. No bad blood here. Stay tuned for their future update. And I said y'all doubted me, because if you guys did not see me on the Apex Comp Reddit, people were flaming me, man. No one believed me. They thought I was all impression farming, and wait till they see the big news that I was talking about as well. It looks like someone's already starting to chirp about it. Xynew did come out and say, looking for a team for ALGS Year 4. Imagine Tech on the Meat Lovers gets its back, but Xynew also said that he did not get dropped, so do not trash talk his teammates. Zero also had a lot to say about it, basically saying, you know, this guy's so good. He top fragged at his LAN finals and he won. Everything was looking good for Xynew, and I think Xynew is going to have no problem, just like Drop says, to find his way on another squad. By the way, shout out to Drop. He DM'd me the other day. Very nice message. Drop, just a very good guy, down to earth dude as well. So really shout out to all of these goats, and Xynew is going to be a guy who's going to bring so much value to a roster, and we can't wait to see it. Any idea who's going to pick him up? Comment down below what you think. Now, who in the world is going to pick up on DarkZero? I really think that Guild would be a great fit as far as talent goes, but a lot of people have been given their, you know, there's just no way they don't pick up a controller player. Someone did make the argument that, like, could Sweet actually still go? Sweet would really have to decide that he does not want to IGL at all. There's no way Sweet and Zero end up on the same team, and I said no, it just doesn't make sense, man. I mean, on paper it may look cool. There's just no way Sweet works with this roster unless he's going to decide to change his whole identity about Apex Legends, and I just think that's just not the case. By the way, shout out Sweet too. He just followed me on Twitter last night. Also wanted to mention the crazy update that we need to talk about. So J-Miles 1 for 1 with the DarkZero information, but can he go 2 for 2? It looks like MinusTempo was basically hinting at something that is very good for Apex Esports. Now, I know we're worried. KCP obviously leaving. It's like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? This is not good. We don't want to see this. And then Singularity leaves, and then NRG still left despite this information existing. But MinusTempo did actually say in a Twitch clip that things are going to get better and that they're actually doing something to make things better, but maybe not as good as it used to be. But nonetheless, the organizations are also going to have to do better, in my opinion, the realm of content. But here's what MinusTempo had to say, a little bit of a tease, I guess, as to EA listening for the future of Apex, and also high hopes for Year 4. Roll the clip.
No, Comp Apex is not dying. I actually don't know what wars are left, to be honest. Yes. Well, no, EA is finally listening to... EA, you are saying EA is finally listening? EA has been listening. EA has been doing their part, but EA is now realizing that maybe they should do a little bit more. But I am also saying that EA wouldn't have to do more if orgs and players did what they needed to in the first place. But there's a lot of gaps in between communication between certain groups, so that's also a problem. Yeah. But yeah, it's a ecosystem. I think EA is doing their part. Now it's just up to the orgs and the players to do their part. Year 4, I have really good, as much as all the bad news and crap is going around, I have really high hopes for year 4. And then there are also some things that I do know that I can't talk about. But it's good news for everyone. It's good news for everyone. It will ruin.
So that good news that he is talking about is exactly what I was talking about, and I told you guys all along that I wasn't impression farming. People aren't believing me. When are you gonna wake up, man? ALGS is the future and Apex is the future and things are gonna get better. You just got to be patient. Now here we go, conversating about the future of Apex. What exactly could happen? Well, of course that's got to be a secret still, and of course no leaky, but I will just say that it is good news, exactly like MinusTempo said. You just got to sit out and wait it out, and we will see all pretty soon. Lastly, just as we wrap the video up, want to give you guys a little bit of an update as to what is going on with DNO. We did get a little bit more of clarification as to why Synox has decided to part ways with this roster and why he's no longer playing with DSG, DNO, and we actually found out what DNO might be looking to do pretty soon. So roll the clip about the future of DNO. This is coming straight from Lou, by the way.
We have a couple ideas right now, breakdown, but I guess for the sake of like anonymity for like other people, right? Don't want to like let everybody know in the world who we're trying out and shit. You know what I mean? For now, until we find like an actual fit. Nah, I wouldn't leave, dude. Me and Dupe are a fucking great duo. I have to figure out so much shit on my end. I need to enable Dupe to lead. I need to like start taking accountability and responsibility for the shit that's fucking up Dupe that I'm doing. You know what I mean? Which is what I've been trying to do these past couple weeks with Adam, but I don't think Adam felt like he fit. It's understandable because when we picked up Adam, right? Like it's not like we did tryouts and like Adam was our best fit. Adam was literally the only person in the world that we could play with. You know what I mean? Like we couldn't play with another player. Because Adam had a Pro League spot. And so if we played with Adam, we would have had a spot in LCQ. And that's why we play with Adam. I mean, also Adam's a fantastic player, but it's not like we didn't just play with them just as charity. But I'm saying that like, when Koi left, Koi carried us in CC points. There wasn't another player that could get us into LCQ except Adam. So
obviously I see what DNO is looking at here, and I understand why they made that move. And I think it makes a little bit more sense in hindsight now. You look back and see exactly what happened. But I do like, you know, the whole environment that Lou is putting on here with the culture of DNO. It's a lot different than what we saw with the Lanimals, in my opinion. And Lou's doing a great job by calling himself out, you know, realizing that he's got to fix himself to uplift Dupe into being the best IGL he could possibly be. Really big props to Lou, and I'm honestly hoping the best for this roster. We'll see the actual change that they decide to make. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below about EA actually making a difference for year 4 in ALGS, and then also the changes happening to DarkZero. It is a spicy one, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Of course, if you want to stay up to date all things ALGS related, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Until the next time, folks, we'll see you all later, Gators.